Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. So, this morning, you guys, literal thought going through my head. When was the last time you treated yourself? You done something for you, completely and utterly just for you. Maybe today is the day that you do that. Maybe it's running a bath and sitting in it and soaking for a while. Maybe it's you just needing to go and get your nails done, go get your hair done, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's you just going to the gym. That's going to look different for everybody. But the benefits to it is making sure that you know how to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is so important, and we overlook it every single day. Sometimes that could even look like going to a counselor and getting just, someone to talk to, someone to help you navigate your way through every walk of life. So whatever that looks like for you, why don't you spend some time doing that for yourself today, right? Maybe someone will call you selfish. Maybe somebody will say, oh my gosh, like you time again. This is like the third this month. Okay. Maybe that person also needs to learn how to take some you time as well. So let's dive deeper. The benefits to taking care of yourself, right? You are valuing yourself. You are making sure that you get to know yourself more. This is a way to date yourself. Like, hey, are my interests still the same? Do I still like Justin Bieber, or like, or am I now onto some new guy, Am I still the person I was a month ago? How have I grown? How have I reverted back to old ways? What are some of the habits that I now have? Just questions to kind of talk to yourself and think to yourself through. Now, you don't have to do this on a personal date. You can literally do this as well as if you were driving down the road on an interstate, just having that free open range, right? One thing that I like to do is when I go someplace, I take the scenic route, right? So I go through the country part or the mountains part, and I really get that scenery going in and just kind of just getting lost in thought. Also dangerous if you're driving, so make sure you're still conscious of the road, okay? Some of those back roads can be a little winding, okay? But you want to just kind of get lost, like you're at sea, just getting lost in the waves, just crashing around and getting to know yourself deeper in a deeper level. Now, if you got to pull over because you know you're no longer paying attention to the road, pull over. Right? That's your time. Sometimes if you're a busy parent of like 6 or something, you don't have that time to yourself. You're not able to just say, oh, I'm going to take a me day. You don't have that all the time, right? Taking care of 6 kids is another full-time job. And maybe you're doing it by yourself, or, it's your husband's night or your wife's or your spouse, I should say, night to kind of take over, and just have their time, or they're working late, or you work alternate shifts. There's so many different possibilities as to why you can't take that me time. When you're driving on the way to work or church or wherever you're going, just like, hey, I'm going to take the scenic route today. Get lost in thought. And before you know it, before you reach to your destination, you're feeling good and you're more focused and you're more ready for the day. Right? Now, sometimes you got to take it after work, okay? You may have supervisors like I do. Everybody has a supervisor. And, they only see you do 5 minutes of work, and they critique that as if that's all you do is just that 5 minutes of work. So you do need that time to decompress and to just figure it out. Like, hey, is this really what I need to be focused on? Before I get home, is this what I need to do? Some people love retail therapy. Also very dangerous unless you have a spending fund. I wouldn't really pick that habit up. But you do want to keep in mind, like, is my me day going to be feasible, or do I have to come out of pocket deep? Now, I do believe at least once every 6 months, you have one of those me days that you just go in, you go to that nice restaurant, you dress up, you feel good, you maybe go to the spa, you go to a spot that you really like. It could be Chick-fil-A. Like, you guys don't know, I had a chance to sit down in a Chick-fil-A and actually eat my favorite salad. I sat down in a Chick-fil-A and actually had a chance to eat my favorite salad. I was in there for like an hour before I knew it. And, everybody kept like walking by, looking at me, seeing if I needed anything. I didn't think twice of it, but I was like, yo, I literally been sitting here for an hour eating my favorite salad. And it felt good. It felt good. I cannot lie about that. So what are you doing, right? What are you doing in order to make sure that you are taking care of you? However that looks for you. Some people, that may be going out into the library and reading your favorite book, or volunteering for, other causes and stuff. Again, every person's me day is going to look different. And there's no judgment in that, because this always is a judgment-free zone. As long as you're taking care of you, reconnecting with you, and becoming one with who you truly are. That's the important part. You want this to be a connection. After work, it might be a wind down, so you might get a glass of wine, a nice bubble bath, a good book, whatever the case may be. But you set that mood and you set that tempo, right? If you get really good, you should have a mini self-care day like once a week. And watch the vibes change, and people are like, hey, what's different about her? What's different about him? Why are they so happy, right? You can have many me times throughout the day as well. We survived a lot over the last few years. Looks like they're trying to introduce more. COVID trying to make a comeback for some reason. We didn't like his first album, but here he go again. And so we need to start taking care of ourselves. We know life is short. We've experienced that all too much in our lives. Take care of yourself starting today, right? So go ahead. What are you going to do for yourself today? Take a second and think on it. While you're driving this morning, maybe I'll go see my new movie that I was waiting for to come out, and I'm not taking anybody else, right? Be a little selfish in that moment and enjoy you. You keep glowing and growing. As always, my name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning, and I will talk with you all tomorrow morning.